G'day everyone, it's Felix here and I'm back on another video. Finally, it's been about a while. But anyway, Titanfall 2 has been out for a while, and for the first part of this video, I'm going to be reviewing Titanfall 2, giving my thoughts, personal impressions on single player and both multiplayer. This video is being made on the eve of the presidential campaign or election in America, so I'll also be talking about, a part 2 on Donald Trump. And to kind of finish off, I'm going to be doing a small little rant on the PlayStation 4 Pro. If you just want to listen to one of these subjects, just watch to then, and then you can just, bugger off. No, that's not a good way to get your viewers to watch anything. Anyway, let's get to Titanfall 2. Now, this game is coming out on all platforms. The original Titanfall, as many people haven't even heard of it, was an Xbox One exclusive. Finally, it's made by Respawn, the people who are key developers in Infinity Ward, who made COD 4, the original COD 4, and they left after COD Modern Warfare 2. And to found Respawn Entertainment, where they then made the first Titanfall, and now they've made Titanfall 2. So, I guess you have to have big expectations if key developers who made COD 4 Remastered, one of the best FPS shooters of all time, are involved in this game. Naturally, it has a lot to live up to. And, well, I guess, needless to say, they lived up to the expectations. Because this game is fucking amazing. I love it so much. Both in campaign and multiplayer, I just can't get enough of it. Let's go to campaign first. So the campaign is set in a generic space where you play as generic, punk-ass white guy who is American, noble, and isn't really that likable. But like Doom, I guess, this campaign isn't focused on the story. It is just focused on the gameplay, I guess, the concept, and just how it executes it. So, what is Titanfall 2 about? What sets it apart from Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, or Infinite Warfare? Well, Titanfall 2 kind of melds fluid double-jumping parkour with boots on the ground mechanized combat. These mechs are called Titans, hence the name Titanfall. They fall down from the sky. So, there's a very good just balance between this kind of really fluid parkour with kind of a bit more conventional FPS, which actually doesn't make it conventional. It even makes the most boring kind of an FPS style make it fun. Anyway, so what makes a campaign just as good as the multiplayer? Well, I guess to start off, it's the map design. It allows you to play many different ways. You can actually use different abilities that you can just unlock when you want. You can make yourself invisible for a short period of time. You can make yourself go even faster for a short period of time. But anyway, map design allows for, if you want to go on a Titan, be a big, unstoppable badass in a Titan, or do you want to be a quick ninja who's darting around the map, just doing this, all this stuff. And the campaign allows for this. And every second moment is just adrenaline-filled. As I can't stress enough, map design is amazing. You really do feel like, quite by chance, this wall you can run on. Anyway, the map design is amazing. Graphics, well, they're alright. I'm surprised EA didn't use the Frostbite engine, which makes Battlefield 1 and Star Wars Battlefront so good. So, yeah, graphics aren't that good, but what makes the campaign so good is the gameplay. The gameplay is what most FPS games are about. And so good was the first Titanfall's gameplay is that Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare has tried to emulate that. And, well, in my opinion, they didn't really do what they were trying to do. Titanfall 2 just completely kicks Infinite Warfare's ass, gameplay-wise. The gameplay is just so good. Every moment is just adrenaline rushing through the balance between just fast, non-stop action when you're just a squishy mortal to when you jump down into your Titan and just whack everyone who isn't a Titan. It is brilliant. I am kind of at a loss for words because I have been playing Titanfall 2 non-stop and, well, I haven't really been able to make any YouTube videos. The campaign, it would be 10 out of 10 material if like Battlefield 1, it wasn't so short. I mean, I guess it's not as bad as Battlefield 1. It's about 6 or 7 hours, give or take, that was the length of the Call of Duty campaign. But I guess what makes it not so outraging as Battlefield 1 is that there is no filler. As I've said, every moment is always filled of everything, and when it ends, you really feel like it's been worth it. It doesn't matter how short it is. You can replay it, and you don't feel bored. You don't feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again. There's multiple difficulty levels, and it's so good. It's a bit annoying that it's short, which I really think in Titanfall 3 it will expand on that. Anyway, Titanfall 2's multiplayer. I guess for an FPS, its multiplayer is the biggest draw. Of course, the first Titanfall was multiplayer only. Now, I guess since this is trying to delve into what Titanfall 1 didn't have, I'm going to be reviewing Titanfall 2 not as a comparison, well, try not to the first Titanfall, because I feel that every game, whether it's a sequel, should be developed, looked at in a way as if it's a completely new IP. Because I don't think developers or publishers should just use the name that it is under to sell or try and make any excuses in its lack of whatever it has. So, multiplayer. I guess it is a bit like the single player in its gameplay, but much more fast-paced, obviously, because there's no AI, it's just players. And it has, your standard Call of Duty kind of mode, capture the flag, control points, just free-for-all combat, just team deathmatch. But every single mode, although they may be familiar, they can feel completely different to Titanfall's unique take on them. I guess the multiplayer side of things, everything is much better. You have much more customization, from your gun decals to just everything. You can make your pilot or who you're playing as you. There's no TF2 Overwatch kind of restrictions on the pilot side of things. You can make yourself be a sniper who has a shotgun pistol, who has a grappling hook to just Spider-Man around the map. Or you can make yourself just be a complete grunt with a shotgun, a sniper pistol, someone who just has a stim which makes you go really, really flash fast, and just everything. It feels yours. It doesn't feel anyone else's. It's so unique because there's so many options in customization. And I guess that brings me to the Titan side of things. Because as much I love the first Titanfall because it did what the pilots have done in Titanfall 2. You can make your Titan yours. But in Titanfall 2 you can't. It feels quite like TF2. There is a particular one who can fly, but has a sniper, has very bad health. There's a particular one who's very good with melee. He has a sword, he can deflect bullets. There's your average TF2 heavy with a minigun. And then there is a couple of others. But not that they're not fun. I just do think there's as much customization with Titans than there was in pilots. But that doesn't mean they're not fun. They're a blast to play, and everyone, it all suits each and everyone's play style. Titanfall 2 really does kick Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's ass. I'm very baffled, though, why they decided to release it squished in between Battlefield 1 and a Call of Duty game. Like, a Call of Duty game. It's kind of, many a times, Titanfall is always going to be compared to Call of Duty. I don't understand why they did that there, because I really don't think it should be left behind into oblivion, because this game, I've never had so much fun in a campaign, especially since, like, maybe the first Halo or Half-Life 3. Maybe Doom, I guess. It just, the campaign is just not so original, it's gameplay. I love it so much. I just think I'm lost for words. Sorry, guys. This Titanfall 2 is amazing. Do not let it off your radar. If you were thinking to get Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, I would seriously recommend considering just looking at Titanfall 2 and maybe even getting that instead. Anyway, that was my Titanfall 2 review. If I was to rate it on a buy, a wait for sale, just never touch, I would definitely say this is buy. This is totally worth 60, 70, 80 bucks, whatever it is, where you're getting it from. Anyway, if you would just hold for about 10 seconds so I can get Bandicam up, and we're going to look at Donald Trump and what he's doing to make it all feel really depressing. So right now, guys, Trump has pretty much won. He's got like 5 more seats to win to be the President of America. I can't believe this is happening. He's winning. Clinton needs 52 seats. He needs 5. What the fuck is going on? Honestly, guys, I really did not see this coming. Like, I am quite offended that he would even stand a chance, let alone he's winning, okay? This is happening just before he's won, okay? Like, I know by the time this video has been uploaded, he's won, okay? There's no chance Clinton has won. I'm very, very depressed. This is very depressing. Like, I don't understand how this can happen. It's like, oh yes, who do I want for president? I want a sexist. I want a potential rapist. I want a racist. Sometimes I don't think. That's why I vote Republican for Donald Trump. What? What is this? They call America land of the free, and he wants to literally build a wall around them. I guess he's probably exaggerating, and he would never actually get that to happen, okay? But he is a fanatic. He's a businessman. And on that note, his 2 businesses went bankrupt. How do you think he's going to run the entire economy of America? How? Why don't people think about these stuff? I know most of the allegations, like he doesn't pay his taxes, they're probably fake. He's probably just a bit shady. But I'm still appalled. How can this happen? How? Look, this is just a very depressing day, okay? He's actually gonna win. This has been going on for like a year now. There's been memes. He's on Vine. He's on YouTube. He is a complete joke to so many people. Clinton had celebrities on her side. How is he coming out on top? I don't want to be like Donald Trump, but if he wins, it's definitely rigged. If he wins, they've rigged the election. Now I'm just being a hypocrite because he says if Clinton wins, it's rigged. Anyway, I don't understand how this is happening, guys. But, it's happening. This clearly is what the American people want. And if Donald Trump does become president, most likely America's reputation will die with him. He's going to make a fool of himself. He's going to say stupid things. And most likely, he's probably not going to last more than a term. But, guys, this is on my wish list for Christmas. Oh, please, God. How about they tie Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton fight to the death. Donald Trump kills Clinton. He's charged for murder. And then he goes to jail. And then Barack Obama comes and steps in for president. That sounds good, doesn't it? I guess what I'm trying to say here, guys, is that I just didn't see this coming. I really would have expected I wasn't even hoping for the best or expecting the worst. I think a lot of people just actually thought that since Donald Trump was just making such a fool of himself in his campaigns, people, were just ripping him apart on social media. How could he possibly win? Like, I don't know, like, since, Donald Trump hasn't officially won yet at the time of making this video, I'm sure lots of people are going to be very surprised, and there might even be a recount, because, well, analysts thought that Clinton would win. Everything was against Donald Trump. But, if he wins, I guess we have to respect that. That is what the majority of American people want, because Donald Trump is winning by a landslide. But look, I'm just an Australian. I really hope it's not going to affect us. But, since America, has a big population and he can't really fuck up the economy any more than it already is. They're like $3 trillion in debt. He might double that. That's actually a pretty likely scenario. But, this is just very, very shitty. Like, it's a very depressing day. I will remember this day. going like, I'll remember it as when I defied my HSIE teacher to look at the polls all through class. That was a good lesson. That was a pretty good lesson. Anyway, hashtag Clinton dies, and R.I.P. Trump. Well, I wish. Anyway, let's get on to the PlayStation 4 Pro. Another intermission as I try and find my notes among the boggle of notes on my computer.